Have you guys ever seen a store robbery pop up, anything like that, when you've been on duty? I doubt you have. Minerva, have you?
Just I saw the part of one this morning actually.
Okay. Well, whenever a store robbery occurs, obviously locals are gonna notify you. You're gonna, see it on the, kind of the upper left
Upper, yeah.
portion, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It'll tell you the location, and it'll also pretty much tell you if it's a bank or if it's a store.
Mhm.
Sometimes they're gonna say the wild. Usually the wild stores are gonna be Riggs Station, which is just over by Limpany, kind of in between Sharbury and Limpany, and obviously Wallace, which is where we are right now. These are usually show up as the wild. So just kind of, they'll also show up on your map as well. So if you look on your map, it says the wild. You'll see like a kind of a circle around it, a white circle, and that'll be the store.
Okay.
Whenever you're responding to a store robbery, you're allowed to have 7 total lawmen. One to be negotiating, and then the rest are going to be the chase lawmen. Whenever you're responding to a bank, you're going to be allowed to have 8. One negotiating still, and then 7 to chase. Whenever you're responding to a bank robbery or a store robbery, whenever you get the notification, you're going to be buckling, is what we like to call it. So pretty much you'll be doing thinking slash en route, and then the number of people that you have in your posse. Just remember, you can only en route up to 6 people. So if, let's say, if you have 7 to go to a bank or a store, you will have to do en route 6 and then 1. So like do one at a time, pretty much. En route 6 and then do en route 4
Mhm.
or 1. Sorry. Same thing for the bank. If you have 8 people, you'll do en route 6, and then after you do that one, you have to do en route 2. If you have 8.
Okay.
Um, Whenever you arrive on scene, the first person that arrives is usually going to be the negotiator. However, there is occurrences that, you know, whoever's the highest on scene might assign you to do it. So let's say on the way, the leader of the posse will assign. Let's say I'll assign Minerva to do it. There's cases that'll happen. So during negotiations, obviously they're most likely going to have hostages inside whenever they're robbing the store or the bank. Basically, your main goal is to get the hostage or hostages out safe. You guys understand that?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be the biggest thing. Um, so whenever you're rolling up to a store robbery, whenever you're negotiating, kind of get into what you're gonna do now. Whenever you roll up, you're gonna announce yourself. So pretty much Western Sheriff's Office, and then you'll say your name most likely, and then you'll also be standing in front of the building. But also, you don't want to be standing so close to where they can just easily rope you. So let's say this store, stand somewhere like down here. If I was negotiating this store, I'd be standing down here. See where I'm at? Kind of by this tree.
Okay.
All
If
right, so pretty much next, you're gonna be trying to ask the guys inside what they're doing. I've had a store to where I've got alerted that there was a store robbery. I arrived and there was just a civilian inside before. So whenever you see these store robberies pop up, it's not always 100% that it's gonna be a store robbery. It could be they tried it, they failed, and they left, and someone else already walked in the store by the time you got there. So
hmm.
you want to try to make contact, see what they're doing, and if they are indeed robbing the store, you want to ask them proof of life for the hostage if they have one. So you want them to be brought outside. You're gonna get proof of life. You want to ask them kind of, hey, do you need any water? How are they treating you? Things like that.
Huh.
After you get proof of life the hostage, you want to get how many suspects are inside of the store. Just to let you know, they can tell you however many people they want inside of the store. They don't have to be truthful. But as soon as you ask them how many they have outside of the store, they need to let you know a truthful number.
Okay.
Whenever you ask them if they have someone outside, this is usually going to gauge. You're going to be able to gauge if this is going to be an ambush or not. So if they have, a few people on the outside, that's most likely going to be an ambush, and you just got to be prepared for that.
Okay.
whenever you get negotiations in way, you kind of want to mainly you're going to be negotiating for like seconds, like head start seconds.
Mhm.
The highest I would go is 12, but obviously you're never going to want to try to get up to that. I would try to negotiate to a middle ground of like 6 seconds. So that kind of gives you a chance and them, a slight chance as well. And again, just remember, you're negotiating for the hostage's life. So if you need to go a little bit higher than 6, that's fine, but don't try to go higher than 12 if absolutely necessary.
Okay.
So you successfully negotiate a store. Pretty much the negotiation is going to wrap up. The suspects are going to be ready to go. Um, they're going to be bringing the hostage outside or hostages outside. And then they're going to, depending on what you negotiate for, so they can do. Most common is either last ass on the saddle or hostage hits the deck. Whenever you get into the higher amount of seconds, so let's say if you get up to like 8, 9 seconds, that's whenever it's going to be like hostage hits the ground. They're going to get on the horses, and that's when it's going to count. It's whenever the hostage hits the ground. You guys understand that?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Once the countdown has begun and it ends, that's whenever the deputies will begin chasing. If you do notice, if the negotiator does notice that they're starting to get really far away and they feel like they've had adequate time, that is when they can step in and say, hey, go ahead and chase them. All right, so as the negotiator, you're going to be in charge of making sure the hostage is safe. So whenever they leave and you begin on the scene pretty much by yourself, then let me rephrase that. As the negotiator, you're going to be left pretty much by yourself. There's going to be 6 deputies chasing, and you're going to be the only one left at the store. Whenever they drop the hostage, you're going to clear the store after they've left. And then as soon as you clear the store, you're going to move the hostage away from the scene. So let's say they can't double back and come get you. After you've moved the hostage to a safe location, you're going to go ahead and cuff them, get them untied, and then you're going to get us search them for one. And then if they don't have anything illegal on them that could have been used from like the store robbery and whatnot, you're going to get a statement from them and also try to get their name.
Okay.
The name and the statement will most likely be used in the reports if we do get any suspects from the scene. So make sure you do keep a hold of the report and their name. In
Yeah.
certain cases, you guys have any questions before I continue?
That will go under incident report, right?
Yeah. So whenever you get a statement from the hostage, it'll be used in the reports that
Okay.
they give.
All right. Thanks.
All right. So in some negotiations, there's going to be cases to where you have to breach the store depending on how the negotiations are going. That's completely normal, and it's not normal. I would say it doesn't happen frequently, but there is cases obviously to where it would be warranted. Let's say in a case of a wrong breach, there's pretty much a strike system that we go through. So after you breach, the highest on scene is going to be kind of investigating why the breach was happened, or it's going to be passed up to a higher up, and then they're going to investigate it. If a wrongful breach was found, there's going to be a strike system of 4 strikes. Strike 1 is a $200 fine to be paid to the hostage, and a 24-hour suspension to be served to the lawman or lawwoman that was guilty in that negotiation, you might as well say. Strike 2 will be a $300 fine, also paid to the hostage, and a 48-hour suspension. Strike 3 is a $350 fine to be paid to the hostage, and a demotion for the period of at least 20 days. So strike 3 is a demotion and a $300 50 fine. Strike 4 is a removal from the department. You guys have any questions about those?
Nope.
Okay. I went over that kind of quick, so I'm gonna make sure that no one else has anything else to add into that. Clank, Sean, any of you guys?
Did you go over like the runner and shit like that?
Oh yeah. Runner. So whenever you're gonna obviously have a negotiator and a runner in a store, the runner is pretty much gonna be the person that talks to the negotiator and passes the information along to the other lawman on the scene. Remember, in something like this, a store robbery, communication is the key. So pretty much the runner is gonna be passing the information to everyone else, kind of giving them critical details such as how many hostages are inside, how many people are inside the store, like suspects are inside the store and outside. And you're also going to be kind of passing along how much of a head start they get or what their demands were. You guys have any questions about that?
No.
No.
Okay.
You're gonna have a breach word, yeah? Or no?
Breach word as well, yeah. So negotiator prior to the store, if there's an established negotiator, they should set up a breach word. So if there is a case to where you have to breach, um, it can be slid into kind of a sentence that will not be totally detectable and known that the people are about to get breached pretty much. So let's say at this store there's a train track, there's a train coming. Is I could say something like that if like let's say train was my breach word. But yeah, watch out for the train. The train is coming, and then that would kind of tell the other deputies that there's gonna be a breach. Any questions about that?
I guess
No.
there'd be very few situations where a breach would be necessary.
Yeah, I will tell you like this. I've been a deputy for I can't remember the exact amount of time. It's been a little bit of time now. I've never had to breach a store other than one time. I've only breached a store once, and that was because they didn't have a hostage.
I have no hostage. That'd be one of the only times.
I mean, you're not gonna automatically breach assuming they don't have a hostage. You're gonna want to try to, get them to give themselves up pretty
Yeah.
much. But if they don't give up, the person that's, in charge of the scene will make that decision. And in that particular decision, it was a breach.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you? Let me see. Have you gone over what they do after negotiations finish, like we did? Like they search store and shit.
The hostage, yeah.
Okay. Just so you guys don't get confused as well. In the deputy guide, you will see something called a watcher. That's not a thing
That's not a
anymore.
thing. Yeah.
We just haven't removed it from the training. So no one watches. If there's already the max amount of people there, so let's say 8 for a bank or 7 for a store,
Mhm.
you need to leave. You can't watch.
I'll go over this one more time. The hostage needs to be searched. I've already reiterated this kind of. So whenever you search the hostage, you're gonna want to make sure they don't like have anything from the store on them, because the hostages can very well be a part of the store sometimes, even though it's not really supposed to happen, but it can happen.
I'm sure it does.
Yeah. Questions? Anything? I mean, if you guys have questions, I mean, don't be afraid to ask. I don't really, it doesn't really matter.
So
This is a learning time.
all this stuff, is in the SOP, right?
If you look at your deputy guide, have you had a training file created yet? I'm assuming you
I
have.
do, yeah. Hmm.
If you look in your training file, there will be a deputy guide, and in that deputy guide, it'll pretty much go over exactly what we just went over.
Okay.
So if you want to double back, for one, you can either ask questions to someone, or you can go in that deputy guide and you can just kind of look over it for yourself.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to make sure I had something to go back
Yep.
on in case I forget something.
Anything else, Sean?
No. We'll get him into the.
All right. We're gonna get into practicals now. Minerva, you said you had to leave soon, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try to get this done as fast as we can, but I don't know how exactly long it will take. It depends.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. If I have to
I'll
try again later, after the 1 a.m.
yeah.
storm, I will.
I'll I'll get you to go first in your practical,
Okay.
and then we'll switch off. So then you'll go next, and then for the second one, you'll be the first to do the second one, and if you have to leave, you'll be done.
Okay.
Right.
Mhm.
Sean, who wants to be our hostage?
I'll be the hostage. Or I could be the criminal if you want. It's up to you.
I don't give a shit. Whatever you guys want to do.
Be the criminal
Alright,
for
so
once. I need to do something.
as you two are gonna be negotiating and whatnot, so the other one that's not negotiating at the time will be doing runner. Pretty much, like I said, your goal as a runner is to pass along information that is needed. So, negotiator, you'll be passing along information to him, and he'll be passing information back to the other deputies, and then vice versa.
Okay.
And do you guys have any questions before we start? Last time.
Okay, nice. Let's go to the rock
No.
and until the store's getting robbed. So we'll go to the rock as if like we're just like arriving.
Just kind of remember
I-
the steps that we went over as well.
Yeah, in the trial we don't actually have to chase the people, but
Mhm.
I'd still expect you to speak to the hostage after, get their statement, search them, clear the store, shit like that.
Yep.
How long do you have, Minerva, roughly? Do you know?
How would you what?
How long do you have before you have to go?
Oh, for about probably an hour and a half,
Oh, yeah, you're fine, and you'll have enough time to do this.
unless I get called earlier, but it shouldn't be.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Okay, we'll do it from here. So obviously, whenever you're the one negotiating, August, you'll be running. I'll be like stood there, like over there near the thingy, so the runner just run to me. Obviously, normally there's more people on the outside to run to, but for the training, we'll only have one person.
Okay.
And then whenever you can either give a breach word here, or you can give it runner, and the runner can run it around either way. As long as we get a breach word, it doesn't really matter where you give it out.
Uh, Pineapple.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright, well, he's ready, so let's go.
Oh, why am I having problems with my voice box right now?
Yeah, I'm having issues.
What the?
Hang on, our voice box is being really slow.
Yeah, same. I can't see shit with the fog. Lovely.
You guys are gonna start whenever, if your voices are fixed.
Sheriff's Office, Western Sheriff's Office, Minerva here. How many are you in there?
Hey, what's going on?
Howdy. What are you guys up to in there?
Just hanging out.
Right, and yet we've had people running over to us saying that some people were robbing the store here.
I don't know anything about that.
Alright, let's be honest here. We both know what you're doing in there, so what do you guys want exactly?
I just want to get out of here with my money.
Okay. How many hostages do you have?
Let me check. I got one.
One. Can I see proof of life, please?
What does that mean?
I'd like to see him. Speak with him.
Speak with him.
Yes, I'd like to see the hostage.
All right, but don't try anything. You see him?
Yep. Sir, that's a hostage. Are you okay?
He's right here. You see him?
Yeah. Can he not speak?
He's in his head. Yeah, I'm right here.
Are you okay with food and water?
Yeah,
Treating you well?
yeah, I'm all right.
All right. We'll get you out there soon. Okay.
Okay. All right, that's enough.
Okay. So you have one hostage.
Yeah.
Um. You willing to trade him for let's say couple seconds head start, and release him with no
Couple
harm to
seconds.
him?
What do
Sorry.
you mean a couple seconds?
I'll give you 5 seconds head start if you leave the hostage on the next to the door there before you leave.
5?
Yes.
That's nothing. How about we do? How about we do 17? I like
17?
17. Yeah, yeah.
No go, sir. It's too much.
Why not? This man is. He's all right. I think he's worth 17 seconds.
I would politely disagree, sir. I'm
You
willing
don't
to.
think he's worth 17 seconds?
I'll give you 6 seconds.
6? That's a human being in there. That's a God's creature. He's a thinking, living, breathing individual.
Tell you what, 8 seconds. However, countdown starts the moment you drop him on the ground.
On the ground. I think you guys are trying to screw me over here. Do you got what is your goal in the sheriff's office, huh? Tell me.
We'd
Are
like
you
to get
trying
the we'd like to get the hostage out safely without any harm coming
Okay,
to them.
so what does it matter what I do with the money? I just get out of there safe and sound. I give you guys your person, right? Let's be honest. The bank is gonna cover this anyway, right? The government covers this. The store will get reimbursed.
Yes,
So
but
what does
that's.
it matter if I get away or not?
I'm more concerned about the life of the hostage at the minute.
That's what I'm saying. I think 17 seconds sounds pretty fair. You get your hostage out, and I just ride away. Nobody gets hurt. We call it a day.
And how many people do you have outside the store, sir?
Outside,
Mm-hmm.
I got. Let me count. 1, 2, 3. We got 4 outside.
4 outside.
Yes, ma'am.
Mind Okay, so 4. What else could I? What else would you be interested in apart from the 17 seconds? Is there anything else?
Hmm.
The hostage's life.
Let me think. Let me think. All right. I'm willing to drop it down to 12, but I want all the deputies that are pursuing me to line up over there by the rock so they don't shoot me when I come out. I want to be safe. I want the hostage to be safe. I'm willing to work with you.
12 seconds, head start. And the deputies all line up at the rock.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm willing to give you 10 seconds with all the deputies lined up over there.
10 with all the deputies lined up over there.
Yes. And the timer will start from when you drop the hostage on the side.
Okay, I could do that. Fuck it.
Okay, so the moment you drop the hostage, timer starts going.
All right.
Do you know how much longer you have in there?
Let me check. I think we're ready to go.
Alright. Deputies? Deputies?
Do you ask him how many people were on the inside?
Yeah, he said it was. Shit, I can't remember. Sir, you said it was one person inside?
Yeah.
Like not the hostage, like his accomplices.
It was just him.
Just him.
And he
All
said
right,
there
one
was 4
second.
outside. He also said
Yeah.
we also negotiated. He gets 10 seconds. Deputies
Yeah.
line up at the rock there, and from the moment he drops the hostage on the ground.
Yeah. We're good.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Can you drop the hostage near the barrels right there on the right?
All right. My one problem, my horse is over there, so I gotta line my horse up first.
Sure. You want to call it? Go ahead.
Well, I'm trying, but it's stuck on the horse. I'm just gonna go. You can rope me if I run off. Look, I'm gonna slowly walk, slowly, to these barrels.
Mhm.
All right, I'm gonna go get the hostage.
Okay. Deputies, get ready to go. Perfect. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10. Go ahead, go. Howdy, sir.
Hell,
They didn't hurt you or anything? Too badly?
no, I'm good.
I'm just gonna search you real quick. They didn't put anything in your
Okay.
pockets.
That's fine.
Okay. Think everything seems to be in order. Get you out of these ropes.
Thank you.
Okay, so could you give me a bit of a statement on what happened, please?
Hey, I was just minding my business on my horse, and it took me off of it. Said they needed me and tied me up.
And where was this, sir?
Right outside of Strawberry.
Outside of Strawberry?
Mm-hmm.
Can I get your name, sir, please?
That's gonna be Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Could you give me, when you saw the people in there, did you see anyone, did you have any things that you noticed, say from the person
Uh,
inside?
just
Did he
one
say
guy.
anything? Did he say
Only
anything
one
else
guy.
about his plans?
No. He was wearing a brown vest, and that's all I know.
Alright. Are you injured? Do you need any medical attention, or are you good?
No, I'll be fine.
Well, you're free to go, sir. Wish you a better day, and hope you don't get assaulted again.
Alrighty.
Have a good one.
Okay.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Okay. Is Clank back yet? Oh yes. Okay. How do you think that went? And how do you believe?
A bit, I had a couple of blockages.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that's fine. It's your first time, so it is what it is. I.
Uh, I aimed to get the hostage released before he took off without harm.
Okay. What do you think you did wrong, or what do you think you could have done better in there, in that situation?
Uh, Give myself a bit more room to negotiate with, and start
Mhm.
with such a low amount. And probably a better way to to communicate between the deputies instead of having to yell at.
Okay. I think you did fine in the communication personally, in terms of with you and your runner, and then he obviously got the information passed along to the other person that was on the scene, right? So
Mhm.
you did fine in that aspect.
Okay.
1 second, I'm trying to get my voice up. All right, so I kind of want to start with one thing. So the main thing, one of the biggest things that I saw was after the guy left or Clank left,
Mhm.
and the hostage was on the ground,
Oh,
you didn't
I
clear the
forgot to
store.
glass.
Yeah. So let's say he lied about the person, him only being, being the only one inside. Let's say they had two inside and one was waiting in the store for you, right?
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
you only saw one person take off. He did say only one, yeah, but he could have lied, and the other person could have come out of the store, and when you were talking to the hostage, could have disrobed you.
True.
So again, I mean, first thing that we want to do whenever a hostage is on the ground and they've left,
Mhm.
clear the store, get the store cleared. If it's clear, then you can talk to the hostage then. But before you talk to them, you should also try to move them away somewhere. So it's like, if they do, let's say they lose the cop or the lawman immediately, right? So they don't circle around and come back to you.
Right. Makes sense.
So we want to move.
So I
We
want to
want to
move the
move the
hostage, yeah,
hostage,
out of harm's way,
Yeah,
like out
but
of
clear,
like.
but clear the store first.
yeah.
First,
Always
right?
clear the store first. Yes. So in this situation, if it was me, I would clear the store. I would take the hostage. They would still be tied up at the time. I would just move them, let's say down the hill, like close to a bush, so you have a
Mhm.
little bit of cover, or like a little bit of a place to hide. You might as well say.
Mhm.
I would cuff them and then I would get them untied, and then that's when I would talk to them.
Okay.
Other than that, you did pretty well. It did take a second for you to get some of the information out. So pretty much what I would do, I'll kind of run through it. I would arrive on the scene. I would announce myself. Hey, I'm Deputy, Moore with the sheriff's or Western Sheriff's Office.
Mhm.
And you did ask them, hey, what are you guys doing in there? You got that good. You asked for proof of life, the hostage. That was good. But another thing I do want to go over when you're standing out here,
Mhm.
I didn't mention this before, so this is kind of on me. You want to have your guns out in especially a normal situation. You want to have your guns
Even
out
as
and
a
ready.
negotiator.
Yeah. Even as a negotiator, you kind of just want to have your gun in your hand. and don't stand still as well. So if I was you, you were standing dead still like this. I mean,
Mhm.
again, this is on me because I didn't tell you before. But you were sitting still like this. I would just kind of be moving around and then talking to them at the same time.
Do what I did when I was negotiating. I was
Yeah, whenever you
pacing
saw
back
him
and
like kind
forth.
of pacing back and forth.
It's
Yeah.
so if the cops try something, they can't shoot me, and vice versa.
Right.
I've had situations where the negotiator comes out and he's like, "Sir," and I'm like, "Yeah, how can I help you, sir?" And he's just like, "I don't like you," and I just started shooting. And the only
Oh.
thing that saved my life was me just pacing back and forth.
Yep.
Like you never know.
Right.
And as the runner, have to be so close because a good negotiator will always be shouting unless she has to talk in private,
Yeah.
right? So you'll be able to hear it from here. You'll be able to hear it from here. Like you can just be in the area and be listening. There's a good negotiator and there's a great negotiator. I mean, there's a
Yep.
good runner and a great runner. The
Okay.
runner should just always have his ears open for important information and get that pertinent info out to everybody else. You know?
Okay. So before we carry on, does anyone have anything to drink?
Yeah, I do.
I can give it. Yeah.
Oh.
never mind.
Just
Good.
something to keep me going until I can get my flasks and stuff
Sean.
filled.
Yeah.
Wrote
There
me.
you go.
I want to
Thank
show
you.
them the biggest mistake that new deputies do when they're dealing with a hostage. All right. You know what I'm talking about, right? When they cut the hostage loose.
Right, okay, yeah.
Okay. So the biggest mistake you do, right? He's gonna cut me loose. He'll be like, "Sir, blah blah blah." He's gonna get my information. Okay. Oh, thank you so much, sir. They were a suspect. Now
Oh,
he's roped, and he's gonna get robbed, and now they have the money, and they have his stuff.
Again,
The
I'm
ho-
gonna reiterate. This is why you cuff the suspect before you untie them.
Right.
I don't know if I made it very clear, but I'm pretty
Do
sure
it
I
again,
did.
Sean.
Yeah.
This time, fix it.
Yeah.
So, how do we fix that problem, right?
You always.
So
Yeah,
I'm
go
on the
ahead.
floor. So he's like, "All right, sir. I'm gonna get you out of here." Blah blah blah. Blah. He puts me somewhere safe. So always move them first, then handcuff them, and then look what happens now.
Can't do that.
Now I can't do anything.
Yep.
So now whether I'm a civilian or a suspect, I can't do anything. So keep
Right.
that in mind.
Okay.
Obviously.
While they're a hostage, right? That doesn't mean they're not detained right now. You still have to conduct your investigation, get your story straight, etc. Keep that in mind.
All right. So you got all the information out you needed, but I would try to get it consistently. So you kind of in the middle of the negotiation. Sorry, God. You went to one place and then you went to another place. You know what I mean? So you asked
Yeah.
for one thing and then you instead of getting like a follow-up question on that. So let's say you talked to the person, you got the
The inside count.
yeah, you
I mean
got
the outside count.
you asked for a proof of life for the hostage, and then you got the outside count, and then you started negotiating for the seconds, and then after the kind of like in the middle of that, you went to the inside people. Is what happened.
Right. I thought I had asked,
So
but I couldn't remember off the top of my head, so I re-asked
yeah,
it.
that's fine.
I believe I asked at the beginning, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head. I just wanted to double check.
So pretty much again, announce yourself. So in this case, I would do Deputy Lucas Moore or Deputy Moore with the Western Sheriff's Office. Sorry. And from there, obviously talk to them, proof of life, the hostage, inside, outside numbers, and then you start negotiating. Um,
Okay.
also, also remember in negotiations, I didn't really see much of this, but I do want to point it out. You don't want to like them or like just let them walk all over you, pretty much, if you know what I mean by that.
Mhm.
Don't let them control what you do. You got to show that you're in control of the situation as well.
So where should we start with like seconds? Like what's a good kind of rule of thumb to
I
four?
try to start
Mm-hmm.
at 3. Is what I usually start at. You'll notice,
No higher than 5.
yeah, no higher than 5.
Because what
Okay.
happens when you go past the number? You can't go back.
Mm-hmm.
They could start out at 100, and you say, "Listen, partner. At the end of the day, this is a law enforcement situation, right? They understand that you guys are law enforcement, and they're suspects.
Yep.
They deep down know what they're doing is illegal, and that you guys are at the end of the day are law, right? So you just break it down to them. You're respectful but understanding. You have to find a balance. Okay. You say, hey, at the end of the day, we're law, right? Our job is to get everybody out here safe. I could do you 4, right? They're gonna obviously not gonna accept that. Sometimes they will, sometimes they won't. Last night we had someone accept 6 seconds. That's a red flag, right? It's good, but that's a red flag. They had 6 people inside. They accepted 6 seconds. That's a huge red flag. What happened? Happening? We got shot, right?
Yeah.
Um, so just keep that in mind, right? Start low because once you get past a number, you can't go back, unless they're very strict on a certain number. Like let's say that they want 10 or 12. They won't go. You tried everything. You've exhausted every option. Then suggest, okay, just stop for a second, right? Go up to someone and be like, listen, I've spoke with the other deputies. We're willing to give you that if you do hostages to deck instead of last fast on the saddle. And just be like make compromises because at the end of the day, it's a negotiation, right? The lining up thing. A lot of that, I personally wouldn't do it. Some deputies do it. I personally wouldn't. I prefer deputy safety. What I would say is, at the end of the day, sir, this is like a crime scene, and we have to worry about our safety as well. If we line up, and not saying that you guys are, but people like to shoot us, and it's just one of those things where I'm not gonna control my deputies position themselves. I'll clear you a path, but I'm not gonna tell them what to line up like ducks, and just work from there.
I guess sometimes you can negotiate that out, sometimes you can't. Right.
Yeah, but a lot of times, like if you just put your foot down, like kindly, they'll understand because they know, right? They deep down they know I'm robbing a store. These guys are law.
Yep.
But it just depends on who you're dealing with.
Right.
Every situation is different. Sometimes you're gonna have people that are like really easy to negotiate with. Others are just gonna be obvious, flat out the kids.
Mhm.
It really depends on the situation. Each one varies. Alright, do you have any questions about anything, both of you?
Do not be afraid to ask.
Not
I'm about to say
currently.
this is the time to ask questions. You want to be asking questions now instead of when you're actually in the situation.
I mean, I think the main things, are covered. So I mean, everything
Yeah.
else is situational.
Big thing is going to be getting practice as well. I can tell you that right now. I mean, all of us have had our fair amount of practice when negotiating. In whether being either fake or real.
Hmm.
So, all right. We'll go ahead and get started. I'll let August take over negotiations, and then Minerva, you'll be the running man or the running woman. You might as well say.
Actually, now I think about it, I did have a question. Is
What's your question?
is there really a need to have a running man if basically everybody can hear, or not necessarily?
Yes,
Always yes.
Always? Okay.
because they're not just like listening to what they can hear.
Mhm.
They're also
They're
gonna
pi-
pick up on small details that are going
yeah.
on in the store. The runner is gonna be paying attention. Like if they hear something, they gotta spread it out because in a perfect situation, not everybody's gonna be within range, right? You want to have full coverage.
Right.
You want to have deputies surrounding the building. Just in case shots start flying, you don't want to be all in one spot that they're
Right.
going to shoot you, right? So that runner is just there to solidify, make sure that everybody can get all the information across.
Is
And
on
the
the
runner
same
might not
page.
always see everybody because some people might be hiding in a bush or something, right? So just say, hey, pass this down to the nearest deputy, so and so, so and so.
Mhm.
Okay.
Any more? Any more questions? Just again, don't be afraid to ask. This is the time to ask. So, if there's no more questions, we're going to get started. August, you'll be negotiating, like you said. And Minerva, you'll be the runner.
Okay.
Again, let's just go to the rock. But again, just kind of keep the steps in mind. I mean, obviously, announce yourself. Talk to them. Get proof of life, inside, outside numbers, and then the ending. Just go to the rock until they say they're ready. Do you not have them? Who hired you?
People. The other sheriff, Gene.
Hmm.
But then I guess stuff was happening. So like, what was I supposed to have? Like, get.
You need to get a badge, a belt buckle, cuffs, a fine book, and I think that's it.
Okay, I didn't get any of that. Well, I got the
So,
badge and I got the buckle, but
okay, so you got the badge, buckle.
wait, no, like, is that like actual physical?
Yeah, that's the physical thing. Yeah.
Oh, no, I have nothing.
Okay. In this situation, just kind of say like when you're talking to the hostage, just saying, "Hey, I'm going to cuff you," and then I'll tell them. I mean,
Okay.
since you don't have the thing, you can't really do it. But
All right.
you guys ready? Someone's robbing the store, man.
Oh,
Hello?
Did not mean to do that.
Howdy.
Hey,
Uh,
man.
Assistant Deputy McCoy with the Western Sheriff's Office. What's going on in there?
Nothing. We're just having a party.
A party?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What kind of party?
Oh, sorry there. Yeah, what can I do for you?
I'm just wondering. Well, I mean, we know what's going on in there.
What? You want to join the party?
I mean, depends on what kind of party it is.
It's just a celebration party, you know. One of us got promoted at their job, so we're just celebrating
Okay.
it.
All right. Well, we know what's going on in there. We heard
Yeah,
some
party.
rumors of a store being robbed right now.
Of what?
Yeah, yeah, the store is being robbed right now. That's what we heard.
Nah. This is a party.
Mm, all right.
We're just gathering some supplies. You want to come inside and check? Like, I
No,
mean, we're just
that's
partying
all
out
right.
here.
That's all right. So we know that there's a robbery. Um, so I just had a couple questions for you. Do you have any hostages in there?
I don't know about hostages. I mean, we have one person that we took with us. He said he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to be a part of the party.
Okay. How many other people are in there?
There's 3 other people inside.
3 people inside.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, would you be able to? What would you be able to negotiate so we can get that hostage out safely?
I don't have hostages. I told you.
All right, so we know that there's a robbery going on in there, and if you don't have a hostage, then it's not gonna
Okay,
work.
all right. Listen, I'm gonna cut this real short, okay? I want 15 seconds. Last ass on the horse.
Okay, before we even get to that, I need to know if that hostage is safe or not.
The
So
horse is fine. I told you. He's inside.
no, I'm gonna need some proof of life. I need you to take the hostage out for me.
Okay, only one thing though. I want to wear your hat.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay. So what do you want me to do then?
Just go in and take your hostage out. I just need to ask him a few questions.
Okay, give me 1 second.
appears to be only one hostage.
Okay.
Waiting
See ya.
for confirmation how many are inside and
All
outside.
right, sir.
Okay.
How are you feeling? Are you okay?
Help me, please. I'm scared.
Did they give you any food or water? Are you hungry, thirsty?
I'm all right. Please, I just want to get out of here.
Okay.
All right, that's enough. Okay, listen. We're ready to go whenever. So, like I said, 15 seconds. Last ass on the horse, and then we'll be ready to go.
No. How about 4 seconds?
4 seconds? What is this, a joke?
No, I'm just giving you the lowdown here. Come on, you know that
Well,
15
what is
seconds
it?
is a little bit too
What?
much.
Give me a realistic number. What are you trying to go to?
I mean, I can probably give you 5 second start.
Listen, I said a real number. I didn't say one more second above. How about this? We'll do 10 seconds.
Mm, I'll do 8 seconds.
8 seconds? Alright, I'll do 8 seconds. Okay, give me 1 second.
Be an 8-second head start.
Okay, we got numbers yet?
Believe you said
Alright. I'm ready to go whenever you are.
So just to clarify, we're gonna do 8 second head start, and that's gonna start from the moment that you put that hostage down on the floor over next to those barrels. Okay?
No, I said last ass on the horse.
Yeah. I mean, if that's the way it's gonna be, um,
How about this? Well, I'll do you 7 seconds just because. I mean, I negotiated for last ass on the horse.
okay. Well, that's fine. Accept
Okay,
those
so
terms.
7 seconds?
Just get that hostage out safely.
7 seconds?
7 seconds.
7
How
seconds.
many? Just to confirm, you said that there was 3 in there.
Yeah, but I think they left already, so it's just gonna be me.
Gonna be just one. No,
They
they
left
said
already?
there was 3, but
I
then they
mean,
said they might
they're
have
not
left.
in there anymore, so
Hey, how many outside, you know?
Okay.
it's just me and the one hostage.
All right. Well, go get your hostage.
Okay.
But he said it was just him and the hostage left.
Okay.
Alright, listen. My horse is right behind you. I'm gonna put him back inside the store and grab my horse real quick.
Okay. No funny business.
Actually, I'm gonna keep him on my shoulder. If you try anything funny, I'm gonna shoot him.
That's fair. Okay. Just
I won't put him on the
please
horse.
be careful of that
I just want
hostage.
my horse. Um,
Um.
it should stand up by itself.
What? Is
I don't
everything
think you
okay?
understand
Is
me.
your horse
Oh,
okay?
no.
Oh. Just keep
Okay, hold on.
calling it.
Okay. Okay, never mind.
You may have to get on it and get back off of it again a couple of times.
Think about H. Alright, there you go.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's
Eh,
moving.
eh, eh.
Alright. Okay, back to it. Like I said, 7 seconds. Last ass on the horse. Yeah?
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Yes.
7 seconds last ass on horse.
Right here.
Help me, please. I don't want to die.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. Okay, deputies.
Hey, did you tell me? Did you tell me we was going? By the way, I was doing something.
Yeah, I did. I said
Okay, just make sure, yeah, 'cause I was
yeah. I
looking at
said
something else.
I said
Alrighty, sir.
7 7 Mississippis with last us on horse.
Just
Okay.
gonna move you over here for a second, okay?
How?
All right. Now I'm gonna ask you a few questions. Wait.
Yeah. He doesn't have cuffs calling, so not yet.
Wait, what? Why weren't you given cuffs? Why not?
He's a new hire.
Who hired you?
That's what I asked.
He didn't give you anything? Okay. I'm alright. I'm alright. No. I have my ID on me. I was gold panning down by the river, and they came up and they snatched me. Okay.
What happened to him?
All right, you can come loose. Okay, so no, it's okay. Ask them if they lost anything, if anything was stolen from them, etc. All right, just like the basics of a victim. Um, in a real scenario, you want to cuff them and then cut them loose so they're not answering the questions while they're on the floor. But obviously, you don't have cuffs, so it is what it is. You did good. Uh, Lucas, you got any things that he needs to work on?
Let me tell Ray really quick. Come here, Ray.
They're probably gonna chew you out on this, but we don't give them anything that they don't ask for. Okay, let them be in control of the situation of what they want, and then you don't ever add on it and anything like on top of that unless you don't need to, because you were counting Mississippi's and the guy only said seconds.
Oh, there you go. I was actually about to tell you that.
Oh yeah, there you go. So
Well, I never. God.
no. So we, like I said, like whatever they request is what we give. We don't ever
Yeah.
want to be like, well, do you want seconds or Mississippi's?
Whenever
No, don't.
people say they want, let's say, 10 Mississippis, that'll be like when you actually count it out as one Mississippi, two Mississippi, so on. Yeah, that's fine.
But
Uh,
you don't clarify if it's seconds or Mississippi's.
Yeah.
You have to just listen to if they say seconds or Mississippi's. If they say
Yep.
seconds, that's just fucking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know. If they say
Sometimes they might
Mississippi's,
throw some shit at you like, okay, one like 10 potatoes. Like
Okay.
when they say that, that means like one potato, two potato. Like I've had that shit happen to me. Like that
And
happens.
if it's a super long word like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, right?
You fucking
Then
lower
just
that
say
number to
I can
two.
I can do
We're gonna give you
Mississippi's.
two.
No,
We're
just say
gonna
I
give
can
you
do
two of
Mississippi's.
those. Okay.
Just say I can do Mississippi's, right?
Because when
I
I
mean,
actually
it
tried
depends.
that,
It
I
depends
don't
on
know
the
what
word,
type
really.
of wizardry you're on, but I can only do Mississippi's.
Yeah, it just
So,
depends. Just like
so
at the
any
end of the day, it's a
other
negotiation.
so any other I just want like any criticism about like each stage of that, because I know the
Okay.
questioning I bombed that because like I didn't really have a clear like I guess set of questions that I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Okay.
as that goes on, you
So
get
you did
more like
pretty
routine.
well. I'm gonna tell you
Oh,
one thing
train.
I did notice.
Oh
Oh yeah.
shit! Oh my god!
There
Is the
goes the train.
horses? Are the horses in the way?
Mm,
I will hope a horse was on
Almost.
over.
I don't know why the fuck my horse is moving around. Okay, just be laying down, but you know.
Alright.
Um. So you did everything pretty well, and then once you got to the like we're asking inside and outside numbers, you asked inside, but you didn't ask outside. That's pretty much all I got for you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So how would you? What's the best way to ask it? Like, so can I ask it all in the same question? Like, how many people do you have on the inside and the
Yeah,
outside?
I mean, you
I
can just,
usually,
basically.
yeah, you can do that. I usually split it up into two. So let's say you ask inside first. So, okay, how many people do you have inside? They answer, and then okay, how many do you have outside now? And then they answer. You know, I split it up
Okay.
into two, but it's really personal preference.
Okay.
But
So
you
there's
do
that.
need to make sure they answer both. So let's say you ask them one question, they only answer one, and then you need to ask a question.
Okay. And then for the hostage questions, so first you ask them their, well, you cuff them and then
First
you
name,
untie
last
them.
name.
Eh,
So you did good with the hostage questions. Usually I like to get the name first, but also before I even talk to them, I cuff them. You talk to them a little bit before actually cuffing them, if you know what I mean. So move them away, cuff them, and then untie them as soon, like pretty much immediately.
Yeah, so you can get them on their feet.
A lot
Okay.
of questions could be like, name, statement, where they were grabbed, and like if they remember how any of them look like clothing wise,
Yeah, like if they were wearing
or
masks
names if they've
and
said
someone
names inside.
wasn't.
Yeah,
How much time do you have left?
Okay.
We're
And
gonna
then
do your
that's pretty
trial
much it.
soon, and
I'm
then
okay.
you'll be
And
done.
then
Ask if
ask
they're,
them if they lost anything.
Say again.
Yep.
I'm okay.
If they took anything off of them, if they put anything on them,
Or if they hurt them.
yeah.
Okay. And then after when they give all of that, then I ask them if they need medical. And if they
Mhm.
say no, then I can just let them go.
You can
from
send
there.
them on their way. Yeah.
So I check their
Uh,
pockets too, obviously, make sure
yeah.
that they don't have
Yep.
anything planted.
So before you even ask them any questions, you check their pockets.
Okay. Is that while they're still on the ground or like just
When they're
up?
cuffed up.
Okay. So nothing
it could
until
be-
they're like up on their feet.
Yep.
Yep.
First thing
Alright.
you do, move them, cuff them, get them up on their feet. That's the first steps.
Okay.
Okay. Other than that, unless someone else has anything that I didn't notice, possibly, you did.
How was his positioning?
Positioning was
It was
good.
good.
You could have been a little bit further back, but I mean, it really depends. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
you weren't in a terrible position. You weren't like right up on them, you know.
There
Mhm.
is one thing that I would say is you don't have to be face to face with them per se. Like it was a little too close, but
Yeah, I noticed
it
those starting close.
basically you don't want to get in range of like
The
let's
rope.
say a lasso.
Fuck.
What was that?
Oh, well, there we go.
Was it that way?
I don't fucking know, bro. My ears are fucked on
I thought it was
directional
this way.
I didn't even hear it.
I heard something. What was that?
It was a gunshot.
Might just be like a wolf or some shit or a snake. Only one, I don't know, I wouldn't panic too much.
It's just one gunshot.
Other than that, I mean, I've got nothing for you. That's a really good example of like what it should be.
Okay.
So I believe you did really well on
All right.
that. We're gonna move into the second kind of round, and we'll do the same thing. Minerva, you can go first, and then August, you can go after her.
I want you guys to apply everything that you guys have learned from now
If
and
you
apply
have,
it here.
yeah. If you guys have any questions now, again, now is the time for them to be asked. So if you have anything,
What happens if we find illegal stuff on the hostage?
Mm-hmm.
if it,
I don't know what that gunshot was.
if
All right,
they,
so I'll be
No,
the
that was
hostage.
The gunshot was me hunting.
Oh,
I thought it was that way.
I'll be the hostage again. Ray, do a round 2 for them. You know what I mean?
what happens if we do find
Okay.
something illegal on the hostage?
Wait, Gene was the one that
if
shot?
it was found
Yeah.
that they were involved
Yeah.
in the store, they should be arrested involving with those people, like being involved with those people, if it was from the store. Now,
Okay.
if it's something external, let's say they just had like a swamp herb cigarette. I mean, well, what would you say, Clank?
Just
You
confiscate it,
yeah, just confiscate it, and I mean,
right? Like
Stuff
if
was
they're
planted
smart,
on them.
yeah, if they're smart, they'll say it was planted on them.
exactly.
Just be like, oh, did they plant this on you? You know, like,
Mhm.
yeah, just
Just
you
roll
don't
with
want to
it.
bust their balls. It's not their fault, you know.
Yeah. Because sometimes they get taken and they weren't expecting to actually get searched.
So would you say something like, "Can you explain why I seen this in your pockets right now?" Or
Yeah, you can.
how,
Depends
how-
on the severity of it, right? So if
yeah,
they've
yeah,
got like
yeah.
if they've got like a Molotov, be like, sir, what is this, right? But if they've got like a swamp herb cigarette, be like, oh, I see you got a swamp herb cigarette. Did
I'm
they
gonna have
plant
to
this
take
on you?
that.
Yeah, no.
Is
just
it
be like,
possible
did
that they
plant
could
it on you?
plant a Molotov on someone though? Also?
Yeah, but it's very
Yeah,
unlikely.
but that's that Molotovs are like what, $300?
Oh, dynamite.
That's yeah. So like, just be aware of that kind of stuff. Like, depending on the severity is if you
So
want
it's
to press
also
charges or not.
discretion, right? Depends.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
If they've got like marked bills and ornate keys and shit from the robbery, you might want to detain them and bring them back to the office with everybody else.
Right.
You definitely want to detain them and bring them back to the office.
Yeah, and I also like I don't know what comes out of like a bank. Like I that's literally
It's
how.
marked bills, so
Okay.
it'll look like dollar bills, um,
Gun
and
gems.
gun gems, and
Ornate
And bonds.
keys, ornate keys and bonds. Yeah, railway bonds. Any like old money type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
war bonds, railway bonds.
Anything like extra strange, I guess. That's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
monetary
wouldn't-
wise.
yeah.
Not regular gems, so like rubies, sapphires, diamonds, none of that. Gun gems. Okay.
So it'll say gun gem.
Yeah, gun
Yeah.
gem, yeah.
All right.
Or gun gemstone. Like,
Okay.
yeah, just
But like anything that you could get from mining, no.
yeah, yeah. Like, not many people know this, but you can't actually get like precious gems from it. You just the gun gems.
Okay. What about like are there gold bars and stuff?
Yes,
We're doing
from
a
banks,
bank?
from banks, I
For
believe. Yeah.
banks.
Thanks.
So from stores, you can't get gun gems. So if you're at a store and the guy that is hostage has a gun gem, they're not illegal, you know. So you don't take that. But if it's a bank, then you take the gun gem.
Okay.
Okay.
If they're a suspect. Honestly, it's 50-50 if they have if the hostage has a gun gem at a bank. Like, because they aren't illegal. So it's
You
really
want to
it'll be
question why they have it.
why they have it, yeah.
And then I guess
And
based on their
if
response.
Yeah, if the story just doesn't seem fucking sensible, it's,
You're
Probably put 'em
never gonna be frowned upon for detaining them and taking back to the office to get the consensus of everybody else, right? Because
Okay.
technically they do have something possibly stolen from the bank, so it's always safer to bring them.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. All right. Well, that's all my questions for now. I think I have everything covered. The main thing that I want to work on like the most is like just getting that line of questioning like set up straight with no like ums and ahs or thinking. Like it's just kind of like procedural. But I guess that comes with time.
So this is gonna be your execution, all right? So I want you guys to take everything you've learned and put it here.
Just a quick thing. If for some reason we do have to breach on this one,
Do
then
not shoot
Don't
shoot.
shoot.
Say bang bang.
Yeah, point.
or,
bang,
Also-
or
bang.
rope someone. Just
One
rope
thing I
someone
just-
or bang bang.
Yeah, and one thing I don't think we got a breach word for the last one. either.
say bang bang, by the way.
Yeah, don't.
Don't shoot under any
Of course.
circumstances. Don't shoot.
Why has it happened that
we'll go
someone
on the
actually
rocket
did
then, We'll
shoot?
start when they're inside the store.
Make sure to get in the habit of establishing a breach word, okay?
Yep.
All the time.
Okay.
Let's go. I'll stay up there with them.
Want to do a breach word now, or you want to get running to do it whenever?
So I'm just writing down a real quick note.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my god, this door's
Which word will be spiky head.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey. Sheriff's Office. Deputy Minerva with the Western Sheriff's Office. Is anyone here?
What do you want?
Sir, I can barely hear you.
What do you want?
Could you tell me what's going on there?
Yeah, I'm robbing the place. What do you care?
You're robbing the place.
What?
And, how many people are in there?
There's like 20 of us.
I'm sorry, sir, I cannot hear you.
There's like 20 of us.
20 in there.
What?
Alright, and do you have any hostages?
Yeah, we've got like one.
One? And how many
Yeah.
people do you have outside?
We don't have anyone.
No one outside?
Outside.
Okay.
No.
So no one outside and 20 inside with one hostage.
20 inside, one hostage.
Okay. Could I see the hostage, please?
Sure. You want to go inside and check?
No, I'd like you to bring him outside, please.
Well, I mean, I'm not bringing him out, so.
Well, I'd like to see him.
I
please.
hurt my shoulder and I can't really bring him.
Oh.
You can come inside. I'll put my gun away.
No, sir, I will not go enter in there.
Well, what do you want me to do? I can't carry him.
Can you untie him and bring him to the door?
I can't do that. You know that. If I untie him and he runs away, I'm fucked.
You make it clear that if he runs away, then
So you want me to untie him and bring him to the doorway
well, at least
just so he can run away?
no. I want to be able to see the hostage at least and speak with him.
Why don't you come up to the window and you can look at him?
That's not gonna happen, sir.
Okay. You know what? I'll figure something out. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Listen, you're hurting. I'm hurting my shoulder for you. I have to put him back down, otherwise, I'm gonna get fucked. There, you saw him.
Yes, I did. Okay. Okay. So, what would it take for you to give me that hostage, safe and sound, without any harm coming to them?
I want $20,000.
$20,000.
Yep,
And I thought you were getting money from the store, aren't you?
I am, but I want more money.
That's gonna be problematic considering I do not have access to a bank here.
Well,
Is there
I mean,
a way we could negotiate you getting the hostage free for something else?
I mean, if you can't do money, then I guess I'll do 15 seconds. Last ass on the horse, and I'm ready to go.
15 seconds.
You said 2 seconds?
No, did you say 15 seconds and last
I
last on
said
horse?
15 seconds.
I'm willing to give you 3.
Well, with a number that low, let's do 20 seconds.
5 seconds. With the moment the hostage is on the ground.
Listen. I want 25 seconds since you think I'm joking.
I'm not joking, sir.
I'm not either.
Tell you what, 7 seconds, last ass on horse. 7
I'll
seconds.
do
sir.
that.
Sorry,
That's
sorry.
a perfectly fine deal. You know?
7 seconds, last ass on horse.
Yep. Remember,
Okay.
there's gonna be 20 of us.
That's fine.
Yeah?
So
Okay.
20 seconds,
Give me
last
1
ass on
second.
horse, and then you
I
will
gotta
drop.
go
You will
consult with
drop.
my other people.
You will drop the hostage though on the side near the barrels. Understood?
I'm gonna be exiting from the back. So,
Well, I need you to drop the hostage outside the building before you leave.
I mean, I could do that, but, I mean, I'm exiting from the back, so I'm gonna drop him off in the door and then run out the back.
Sure, drop him off at this door, and then you can run out the back.
Okay.
Runner.
Okay, we need a couple more seconds, and then we'll be ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Runner. Could you ask the other deputies to circle around the back, please?
Yeah, I just told him.
Perfect.
Hey, start running and that.
Sir, where's the hostage?
Minerva, did you not hear me? He ran away.
No, I did not hear.
Oh, the guy ran.
Fuck. Thanks.
There's only one of them though.
Alright, so now he ran away. What would you do? Just go ahead and do what you would do now if you would run away.
Okay. Sheriff's office. Is anyone here? Make yourself known. Sir.
Help me, please.
Okay, let's get you out of here.
They said if I screamed that they were leaving, they would kill me.
Well, he's been negotiating with Runner. Everyone else is on their horse, so.
Sorry. Okay. Did they... Are you injured, sir?
No.
Okay, I'm just gonna check your pockets real quick. Make sure that you have nothing on you. Okay, perfect. Okay. Could you explain to me a bit what happened?
I was gold panning and they took me.
Just stay here. I'll figure out what that is. Damn.
Okay, you were gold panning and then they came up on you, took you
Yeah.
hostage. Did they say anything, any names while you were hostage with them?
No.
And do you remember anything specific that would have been a bit different that they had on them?
I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. I was just scared.
Shots for me, by the way.
They treated you fairly, I hope, while they had you. Or...
Yeah.
Okay.
They did.
Do you need any medical attention? Or are you good?
I'm okay.
Here you go. Handcuffed you. Try to stay safe and you're free to go, sir.
Thank you.
Alright, let's go in and get this other one started and then we'll be done. Alright, go ahead and head to the rocket.
And we'll go over them both after.
Alright. Oh. So safe word's gonna be what time does the train get here?
Okay.
It's gonna be a sentence.
Yep.
Alright. You had a wild, what the fuck? Oh shit, that's yeah. Mine. What was those shots, by the way?
Stingray was shooting a bear.
Oof. Was that better than the first time?
Yeah, that was good. We'll go over each of them a strawberry before the storm.
Okay.
But yeah,
They're robbing the store.
oh, there you go.
Howdy, Assistant Deputy McCoy with the Western Sheriff's Office.
Howdy.
What's going on?
Nothing. I just cleared the store. You know, this is Deputy Jensen. Where it's all right over here.
Hmm. Um.
You can take your posse back to Strawberry. We're all good here.
No. I mean, I've gotten a Oh, someone told me that the store is being robbed right now.
Yeah, we just took care of it. It's all good. The scene's clear.
Yeah, I'm not really familiar with your name.
Well, you don't know me?
I mean,
You don't know me? I work with the Western Sheriff's Office.
all right. Well, I'm already stumped. I don't know what to do in this situation.
Okay, yeah, it is kind of a hard one.
That's strange.
I should have used a different name. We'll redo this, right?
Okay.
Hey, oh my
I'm already.
I'm gonna say to stay
Okay,
there,
okay.
then we'll start
Let's
immediately.
go,
Go
let's
ahead
go.
and
I'm
restart
ready.
now.
Howdy, it's Assistant Deputy McCoy with Western Sheriff's Office. What's going on?
Well,
Hello.
hi.
How are you?
Doing good.
What's going on in there?
Nothing. We're just hanging out.
Hanging out?
Yeah. Can I help you with something?
Yeah. I've heard that this store's being robbed right now.
Rob? No, never.
Hmm. Okay. Well, can you tell me how many people you have in there?
It's just me, my friend, and another friend, and a friend of a friend.
Right. Okay. So my count is 4.
Something. I don't know. I don't know how to count.
Okay. So do you have any people on the outside right now?
Outside? No. I mean, besides me, no.
Okay. Well, I mean, we know what you're doing right now, and you know that we know what you're doing right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, do
what
you
do
have any hostages in there?
What do you? No hostages? No. We're not doing anything but hanging out. I told you.
Hmm.
I mean, if you want, I'll put my guns away. You can go inside and check.
No. So, if you don't have a hostage in there, I mean, I don't know. This is
I mean, come inside and check. I'll put my
No,
guns, I'll sit
no.
out here. I'll put my guns away, and you can go in there
no.
and check.
That's quite all right. I'm gonna need you to bring out your hostage. I need to see it. Need to see
I
them.
don't. I told you, there's no hostage. I'll put my gun. There's no hostages.
Well, then you're not. You can't be. Can't be in there then.
What do you mean? It's a train station. I was here to buy some water.
Can you explain why I got talks that there's been a robbery right now?
I mean, maybe I saw a group of 6 people run earlier. I don't know. Maybe they were the ones that robbed it. I didn't know that this place got robbed. I'm telling you, you can go inside
Roughly
and check.
4
It's
people
just
inside and
me,
0
my friend,
outside.
and another friend of a friend.
Okay. I'm hostages.
Do you know their names?
They say they have 0 hostages.
I think one is like
Okay.
Jackson, and then the friend that I know, his name is Bill.
Hmm.
There's another person. I don't know who the other person is though. There's another person in there.
Yeah. Well, then you just said that they. I mean, you should know who they are. You're their friends, right? So.
Well, it's the friend of a friend's of a friend. I don't know him.
All right. All right.
so-
So I'm gonna need you to drop the act now, and come on, let's get this started. You know what
I
I'm
mean,
here
look,
for.
I told you. Look, I'm just gonna leave then. I mean, I didn't rob this place.
Well, I mean, you might not have, but there's someone in there that did. So
Okay. I mean, then deal with them. I don't know why you're trying to mess with me. I don't know what's going on here. I told you a group of 6 people left. What was that, Bill? Okay, listen. Hello?
hello.
Okay, listen. We're done robbing the store. I'll drop the act, okay?
Okay, well,
What?
I need to see the hostage.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Listen, the hostage is asleep. I can't do anything about him.
Sir, someone is gonna have to bring that hostage out here. I'm sure the hostage is not asleep. They've
Come
just
up
been
through this window,
hogtied.
and look, he's asleep. I can't do anything about him.
I'm not gonna come
He's
up to the
heavy as fuck.
window.
He's fat. I don't even know how he got here.
There's people jumping around in there. I'm pretty sure that that man is not asleep.
Yeah, it's my friend, and my friend of a friend, and my friend's friend of a friend. I told you, there's more than just us in here.
Yeah, well,
Listen, he's fat as fuck. We found him here and we tied him up. I can't lift him.
well, if you can't lift him, then how are you able to overpower him to tie him up?
Cause there's 4 of us.
Right, well then all 4 of you get together and
Yeah,
pick him
it's
up and bring him
easier
out
to
here.
fucking pin someone down and lift him up. The dude weighs like 1,000 pounds.
We'll roll him out.
You want me to roll him out? What
Yeah,
is
if you
he, a
can't pick him
fucking
up.
wheel?
No, but I need to speak to the hostage. I need to make sure that they're okay.
Look, there's a window here. I'll go inside and I'll let you look through it.
I'm not gonna go up to that building.
Well then listen, you're not looking at the hostage then.
I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna approach that building until I see that hostage.
Okay, let's
just
do this
delaying-
first, okay?
You're just delaying time. We're not gonna make any demands until
won't-
I see the
listen,
hostage.
Listen, you listen to me, alright? Otherwise this guy's
No.
head's gonna get fucking blown out.
Are you making threats right now against that hostage?
Yeah, I'll fucking shoot him. I want 15 seconds on the horse, last ass.
No, that's not gonna happen. I need to see the hostage, sir.
Alright, if that's not gonna happen then.
Okay. The train is leaving the station.
Bang.
Said you seen more? Click the back.
Hands up, sir. Oh. Bang.
All right.
Okay. Nice.
No.
All right. Let's all
Go back
mount
to the
up.
show
We'll go to Strawberry and we'll debrief there.
Oh, come on. Hopefully the train does not come right now.
All right, let's head back to Strawberry.
Oh shit.
Fuck!
The fuck
Okay,
happened?
that's a nice fall.
What the fuck happened?
Fell from the cliff.
The
That's
cliff?
man, he crushed his skull or something.
How the fuck was you on the... What?
Just checking your vitals here. I'm a doctor.
What happened here?
Oh, Vanessa.
Oh.
Hi. I'll let you take this over.
Sorry,
I didn't see you
didn't
in
even
here.
recognize you.
Yep, I'm in my off-duty clothes. They are
Ah,
stable. I just
persevere.
watched them fall
August,
off the
where you
cliff
at?
on
Oh,
this horse.
yes, of course.
He's stabling his horse.
I'll debrief Minerva when she wakes back up.
Alright, I'm just gonna check those
Hey, Sean, this
injuries,
is your
but
fault.
my thoughts and actions
I
are a
hope it's
little
not my fault.
slow.
What the hell happened?
Excuse
She
me,
fell off
sorry.
a-
I guess
Off
she
a
fell from
cliff
the
or something.
cliff.
Yep, she took a fall off the cliff.
No. Is this Minerva?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh dear. Gotta love it.
August, come here. Let's go in the saloon.
Right, I just want to double check here, palpating that bump, and make sure it's hard or soft. I believe it's hard, but
Yes, ma'am.
I would better be safe than sorry. Okay. Alright, since that is that, I'm just gonna check, palpate this ankle as well and see if there's any breaks or fractures.
How do you think you did on this second
Okay. Well, unfortunately, this was to the ankle, and we're gonna have to cast that for you, my dear.
Wait, what happened to her ankle? She broke it?
She didn't break it, but she sprained it. And because it's the ankle, we don't want her to put any more pressure on that, so we have to cast it so that she doesn't put too much strain on there.
Oh no, should we call a vet for her horsey?
Yeah, I guess we could.
It is pretty close to Storm though. Might have to have the stables honestly fix up her horse. I don't know how quick a vet can come down here.
A long time.
Yeah, I'd assume so too. I'll be back.
All right, while we wait for that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and clean up this bump. And just to double check, where is this bump located? Okay. Alright, that first layer should be
She fell from
dry,
the
so I'm
cliff.
gonna do another layer.
Oh, what?
You see that cliff
Why
in front
was
of me?
she doing up the cliff?
No idea. To be honest.
That's crazy. Hey, can I ask you a question real quick?
Yeah, here or somewhere private?
Yeah, whatever. I don't mind. I think it's easier for them to just step away.
Yeah.
Alright, and we're just gonna wait for this to dry. We'll apply one more clean bandage, and then we'll check for further injuries. Actually, we'll go ahead and check those for further injuries now. See if we have any further. Alright. Alright, that looks dry now. Alright, and since there were no further injuries, I'll go ahead and crack these salts. Sir, if you could just step back, I want to make sure that I don't hit you with this. Thank you.
Oh, what up, Jay?
Hey, Christian. Yeah.
Welcome back,
Oh,
ma'am.
what happened?
You fell from the cliff, unfortunately, and you did sprain your ankle, and you got quite a bump on your head. So I'm just gonna do a quick concussion test.
Sure.
Can you tell me what month it is?
July?
And can you tell me what color vest I'm wearing?
Hey, Jackson.
Blue?
And can you count backwards from 5 to 0, please?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Excellent, ma'am. Well, the good news is you do not have a concussion. Can I get your first and last name for the record, please?
Yes. Minerva Serio. That's my help.
I greatly appreciate that.
No worries.
And Miss Minerva, if you could rate your pain from 1 to 10, what would it be?
Just 6 at the minute.
Okay, and would you require any medication for that pain?
Do you have any pain that would not force me off duty by any chance?
I do, but you now have a cast on your left ankle, and I do not think you should be on duty with that. We're going to give you crutches so that you don't put any strain on it, and also riding horses is out for at least 3 sunups and sundowns.
Okay.
But I can still give you a very mild pain reliever if that's what you'd like.
Well, if I won't be able to. Well, I mean, if I can't be on duty for at least 3 sunups, I guess I might as well just get the regular painkillers.
So because you did get a bump to the head, we don't want to give you any opioids. So I can either give you phenacetin, which will take off like a majority of that. You might still have a little bit left. I really don't want to give. I mean, I could give you cocaine though, if you would prefer that. It would take all the pain away, and it would also help you stay awake.
I just can't go on duty, right? Or that.
Exactly. You cannot go on duty when you're on when you
And
have.
How long is that gonna last?
I'm honestly not sure. It's how long the effects of the cocaine last. But I can ask Dr. Christian for you if you'd like.
Just the phenacetin.
You want to just do the phenacetin then?
Yeah. So I need to just wait about, what, 3 sunups, 3 sundowns?
Yes, and I'll go over that also as I give you this.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I just got terrible luck.
Oh my goodness, my heart leapt out of my chest when I saw you fall.
Yeah, I mean, the horse. Yeah, I don't know.
And then do you have something to drink this down with? We don't want it to, So like I said, yes, you're luckily it's not a break. There are no breaks, but it is sprained. So we want to give it 3 sunups and 3 sundowns, and then you can come see us and we'll, look at removing that cast and look at mobility for you.
Is that about 1 storm, roughly?
I honestly don't know. I think so. It's really not that long.
Okay.
I think it might be maybe a storm.
Okay.
Also,
I just have to go back to a medical office and get it checked.
yes, you can go back to any medical
so we're never
office,
gonna
and
go,
they
or-
will take. I can go grab you a set of
Let's go to the
crutches. In
gallows.
fact, I'm going to, so you can keep any strain off of that ankle. Okay, like I said. If it's an emergency and you have to ride a horse, please ride with someone else. Do not take the reins because that would be using that ankle, and we don't want that.
Okay.
Also, you did get a bump to the head, no concussion, but we want you to stay awake for at least 6 hours because there is a chance it's mild enough that we can't catch it, and we don't want you to go to sleep and not wake up. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, and we did apply bandages, so just keep those clean and dry. But I'll go get those crutches for you unless you have any questions.
No.
Okay, and I may not make it back due to storm, but I will see you after storm if that's the case. I'll try to be really fast.
I may not be able to come back after the storm. I have to come back after the next one.
Okay.
Just due to the train being so full at this hour.
I see what you mean.
By the time I come back, I guess I can get checked out by the doctor, I guess.
That is true.
By next
one. Well, if you aren't planning to be awake and put any weight on that, then if you're okay, we just will forgo crutches because of the
that's good.
storm. But if you do come back, just ask someone to escort you. Oh, I have 5 minutes. I'll run and get. I'll be right back.
Time too.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay, let's go up to the gallows really whilst you're getting your crutches, whatever you can. Oh wait, do you need help to get there?
I should be okay. I can hop on one foot.
Go, you're standing too fucking close to me. I don't really like it.
Sounds like you problems.
Ouch. Ow.
Jesus, well, help your ankle. What are you doing up there?
I missed the turn and I couldn't get back down. I
Fair
missed
enough.
the turn and couldn't get back down. Nighttime.
All right, so I don't really have much for you. You did pretty good in that. So unless you have any questions for me, I mean, I do have two things I guess I want to go over. But do you have any questions before we start?
No.
Okay, so first thing I can tell you were a little bit nervous in those, both the first and second one. That's not really a bad thing. I was nervous when I did mine as well. Pretty much what I recommend you to do is just to get more practice. If you want, um, I mean, pretty much all you need to do is just get practice with it. You'll get more familiar with it, and then you'll be fine. Really, it'll just like be a walk in the park if you want to say so.
Yeah.
Also, in the second one that you did, I did notice that you did not ask the hostage to speak. That's not really, I mean, it is a big thing, right? But
I
it is
tried,
what
but
it is
then
in
they
this
also
situation.
grabbed them back in, right? So.
Yeah. So in that situation, he came out. He showed you the hostage and brought him straight back in.
Yeah.
In that case, what I would do is like, hey, I need to hear the hostage speak, and like, can you get him back out here and like, let me talk to him really quick.
I tried, but he was a bit.
Yeah.
He was a bit recalcitrant to do it.
Yeah. Other than that, I have really nothing else. Do you have anything else, Sean?
Nope.
Okay, so
Try to make sure to get the hostage to speak at least.
Yeah.
Unless they had
they
popped,
don't-
for example.
Yeah, if they don't go through the full like
My God,
dialect,
I'm
if you might as well
fucking
say,
stressed,
I mean it's fine. Like usually I like to ask, hey, do you need how have they been treating you? Do you need food and water? If they let them speak at least a little bit,
Just,
and we know that they're fine, at least that
no, I can
we
just
know
go to
that they're fine.
Yeah.
It's all fine, pretty
Okay.
much. So I think I can talk on behalf of everyone here. We're satisfied with the training that we went through, and we'll tick you off as green for it.
Thank
Wait,
you.
just real quick, I'm gonna give you some crutches.
Ladies and gentlemen, giggle pile time.
Can I even jump in the giggle pile with a gas?
Probably not the best
No.
idea.
Thanks.
There you go.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, I have nothing else for you unless Sean does. You did good.
Yeah.
The first one was a bit shaky, but you did improve on the second one, so I do like to see that.
Alright.
So.
And I guess
believe
any
all your
subsequent
trainings-
will get better.
Oh, go on, continue, sorry.
What?
What was you saying, sorry?
What did you say?
I was asking what you were saying, but I've cut you off.
Oh. I'll probably just need practice, right? Or the opportunity just to practice.
Alright, Christian,
scenario.
join
Yeah,
the
exactly.
snuggle pile.
I was not expecting
Well,
that
let
last
go
scenario
slip.
though.
No, that's good, you did fine anyway. But yeah, so obviously all the training's now passed.
I know
so
you
once
want
you
to.
need
Come on,
at
y'all.
least,
Nighty night time.
so
night
obviously
time.
you still got medical training and cal training to do.
Yes.
But you don't need them for deputy. So within the next, obviously you're not going to be around next storm.
Yeah.
So next time I see you, if no one else has done it, I'll do your test. So it's just a general knowledge test of like a few things. It is open book as well. So
Okay.
you should be fine with that. But yeah,
Alright.
next time I see you, if no one else has done it, I'll do your test. And that's like the last thing you need before you can get promoted is a test.
Okay.
Don't worry if you do. If you pass the test, obviously that's good. If for some reason you don't, then we'll tell you why, and then you can take it like a day after.
Okay.
Yeah, you're doing good. So
Thank you.
Keep
No
up the
problem.
good work.
Yeah.
And again, if you need practice, I mean, just go practice.
Yeah.
When
Thank
you
you.
get these situations, if you feel like you want to work on it,
right there.
I mean, just
Someone's
volunteer
horse
yourself for
died, like, literally.
the negotiator, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
That's all we have for you. Good job.
Thank you, sir. I guess I'll see probably some of you guys after the next 2 storms.
Yep.
Alright, thanks.
I'm gonna go. Might not have time, but
And I don't even know when my horse is stable, so that's gonna be fun when I find out.
I mean, I definitely will be. Poor horse.